Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans. It is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Hey guys, Coach Norvell told me before the game he understands the rivalry nature of this game, and he has asked his players to play with poise every step of the way. This crowd can get you off your pace. They can disrupt things at the line of scrimmage. And he said, guys, we have to communicate and stick together in this environment today. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Seminoles headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Stopped right there.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Got him downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in passing.
The Gators come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Drops back on 1st down. Out wide left, it's ball. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Second down to the air. Right side, it's Jackson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
And the Gators are marching down the field. On the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
2nd down, going to throw it. Here comes the heat. Fired in there, but incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got an open man. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the fourth down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Handoff from the gun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. Like, you can have that kind of success on first down running the football. It just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got it behind the line. It's Robinson. Breaks into the open. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Handoff to the single running back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to a running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good player.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Well, a lot of people in Florida State really excited about Quintravion Wisner coming in over from Texas to fit into this offense. Obviously, a very disappointing year last year, David. And with Wisner and his game-breaking ability, with his speed, they're really expecting a lot of explosive plays from their transfer running back.
Man, and so much excitement last year when you started and you beat Alabama, and like everybody was pounding their chest, and then everything's really changed since that point. Norvell back calling plays. You know, he is obviously a guy that's under pressure, under fire, been talked about a lot. This could go a long way if they could have an explosive offense. Get that side of the ball taken care of again. A long way to having another turnaround season for Florida State.
Hauls it in. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Quick give. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Guys, you might know Florida State was once a women's college. Didn't start playing football until later, and in fact, didn't start playing the Gators until 1958.
Even though they haven't been playing a long time, this game has featured so many of the biggest names in the sport. You think about Bobby Bowden, Steve Spurrier on the sidelines, Charlie Ward, Chris Swanky, Tim Tebow, Danny Werfel, Heisman Trophy winners. This game has had it all.
And he's brought down after a nice game. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
There he goes. Got Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. First points of the day are on the board. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Pryor. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Long way to go on second down. Jones wants to throw it. Left side is Singleton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Wants to throw on first. Unloads to the wideout. The short hands. It's Brown. It's a running room. Touchdown, Gators! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second.
Number 38, set to kick this one.
From deep, it's Carter. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. Caught. At the 15, he's loose. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
30 short, they got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Out wide left, it's Robinson. Could not make his way to the corner. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
comes the offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to try to get it himself. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Left side is Brown. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Out wide right, it's Ball. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
There's so many of these read plays with quarterbacks because they're so smart and they're so athletic now. He makes the correct read, the correct decision, goes and gets the first down, new set of downs. Great job by the quarterback.
On target over the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Caught. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll set up to throw. Going for 6. Looking to the end zone, it's incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And he's in! Touchdown, Florida! On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Got his man. Give him 9 on that one, sets up the 2nd and 1. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Motion from the wideout. Across the 45. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Knowles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right back to the well. They put the brakes on him. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Floats it out in space. Runs through the tackle.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the 1st down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the 1st down. And dude chose to run out of bounds.
Not gonna make it. And the 4th down gamble backfires.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Second and long here. Leaves it with the back. Uh-oh, look out. Finding some room. Past the 50. He's at the 40. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
I mean, what a huge game for this offense. You're always trying to find ways to get your playmakers in space. And when you create a hole like that, Palmer, good Lord, anybody's going to be able to run through it. Then he just keeps chewing up those yards, makes the big play.
He's a difference maker, David, and he gets better as the game goes on. So that's great news at this juncture to kind of rip off a big run like that. But this is a guy that builds momentum as he goes. I'd be force-feeding this guy more as the game goes on.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Right side, it's Pryor. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout. 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Waning seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Central Michigan, taking on the number 9 team, the Kansas Jayhawks.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting.
He tries to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him. Big one on first down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end of the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
To the air, it's Daniels. Look out! Buried before he could blink.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. First play of this drive. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Second down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's ball. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. Deep in the end zone, it's Singleton. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down or else they are really in trouble. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown Seminoles. Rolled his way into the end zone.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That lead is now 10, down to a two-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. Rush is on, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Gets the back moving. Pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Motion from the wide receiver. Oh, maybe a double pass. Under pressure. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. That was a big stop by the defense now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. Back to pass, it's Daniels. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Hand off from the shotgun. Just smothered on the play. And the Knowles headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Back to pass on second down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Across the 25. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Wide receiver going in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on second down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game. Trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there. Being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Knowles!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Quick give. It's Pryor. Knocked down immediately. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Jones to throw. Out wide left, it's Jackson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Gators will line up to punt it away.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, but he sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. And he's brought down after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Give to the running back. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Jumped on top of the pile.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it will be a 60-yard attempt. Sets his feet, it's Daniels. They're all over him. Got out of trouble and throws. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Hand it to the back. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So now they take over. This momentum has been completely taken away from them, but still an opportunity to put together a late drive. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by 1 possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz, or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's going to take off. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up 4th down.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Needs it here on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's ball. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
What a great play by the defense. In a play like that, in this situation of the game, late, it's close, 3rd down, you gotta have it. And how about the pass rush? How about the effort getting to the quarterback?
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Tight end now in motion. Got to make the play on 4th. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab past the marker. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. So the 4th down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play race is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are. They're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead. They needed that play.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd.
Has it! They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Tries again to get it in. swamped immediately.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now. So take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Left side is ball. Touchdown, Gator! They move on top here in the 4th. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and give him 16 on the year.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Breaks into the open. Crosses midfield. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Fresh center downs going to the air. Got his man out of the backfield. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Long way to go on second down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Second and forever after the delay. Did they lose their play sheets? I mean, call a play already. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headlines in this one. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.